So we had these 2 Ninja games come out recently, right? The Ninja Renaissance, the Ninja Gaiden game came out, Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound, and the Shinobi game came out. I bought Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound. I haven't bought the Shinobi game yet, which I plan to because I want to play it. But I am really they're both critically acclaimed games. People are having a lot of fun with them, and they both, well, for sure, Ragebound plays good. It looks great. I love the pixel art for it. Story's pretty normal. It's decent. It's got cool mechanics, but neither one of these games play anything like the games they came from. I mentioned that before when I was talking about Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I said that game plays more like a Strider game to me. And then this Ninja Gaiden game, or I'm sorry, the Shinobi game almost plays the same way. It's like it's all based on never stop moving, go fast, you're comboing shit, everything's You
bought Shinobi?
I think it's less No, I haven't bought Shinobi yet. No,
okay.
The Ninja Gaiden I have though, and I'm about halfway through it. No, I was just, and what I was my bigger point was, we got a Strider remake in 2014, and I don't think it did very well. And both of these games play very similar to like what a new Strider game would probably play like. I'm like, man, make another Strider game. Because I always loved Strider. That was one of my favorite game series growing up. And then both these games play now the art styles are obviously a lot different, but I don't know. And this is just the small aside. That was just something I was thinking about with those, because those were like some games that came out recently, really new. Oh, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, Snake Eater. I bought that, and I invited Kevin over because me and Kevin, literally since we were 8, have played every Metal Gear game together except for like Snake's Revenge, which was the shitty sequel, NES only sequel. And I was like, hey man, I didn't buy it on PC because I know it's going to run fine on the Series X, so I bought it on Series X, and I run it in performance mode. Fucking looks great. It plays great. It's got all modern controls now. All the voice acting's there. We're not that far into it because literally you go, like, you land, you go get a satchel. Before you land, there's like 20 minutes of cutscenes. Yeah. After you land and get the satchel, there's about another 30 minutes of just talking to, here's why Russia hates us. Here's why sandwiches are delicious. I mean, they got the sandwiches, and then he's like, what? Paramedic, Metal Gear, fucking decoy octopus. He's always saying fucking crazy shit, so like got to ask questions about everything. But that's something that literally just came out. Hell, like 3 or 4. I think it literally came out Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it came out this week because I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos on it. It's like before you buy, or it has the guy like this on the thumbnail. And then I've been watching My Retro Life. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's a neat channel. So this guy, he's younger than us, probably a few years younger than us. His dad, with him growing up, his dad was like way into video games and stuff, and he recorded everything on a camcorder. Like them playing games, them going to get games, recording each other like it's YouTube. And he his dad died of cancer in like the late 2000s, I think. And he built this channel based on that. And I think he's gone full time now. It's really neat. It's a neat little time capsule of a channel, but now he's kind of going full time. So he's just making videos, like retro videos of games that are coming out. Like, I don't know what he did last week. What came out last week? But he did one on a game. And then this week he did one on why he kind of gave up on the Metal Gear series after Snake Eater. And he was talking about that. It's like, I just got off work and I'm ready to play this game, and it's like 20 minutes of cutscenes, and now 30 minutes of cutscenes, and he was like getting tired. And but I mean, Snake Eater is a good game. I mean, it's a good game after you get over that.
It's probably the best one in the series, to be completely, of the mainline Metal Gear Solid series. But I've enjoyed all of them. 2 would probably be the one Two would probably be the weakest entry, but not because of the riding shit, but because most people, like, literally, Metal Gear Solid 2 Guns of the Patriots was the fucking Bible for what was going to happen to the world 30 years after that. It's like, for real. Like that.
Yeah.
Every single thing there. Memes. They talked about memes and goddamn, before anyone knew what a meme was, they were talking about memes in Metal Gear Solid 2. They were talking about how they were going to use the flow information to sow dissemination amongst the people and all that shit.
It's also history repeating itself too.
Hideo Kojima with his little glasses hanging out with fucking Hollywood stars and shit. He's not even thinking about all that. He's just like, how can I make a game about babies and carrying boxes and get a fanning sister in there with no shoes on so everyone can make memes about that too. But no, the Metal Gear games, the Metal Gear Solid 2, I would say is the weakest one in my opinion, because I think it's pretty short, really. Because me and Kevin went through and I bought the collection on PC where you get like all the fucking Metal Gear games up to 4, I think. Which that's going to come soon. I can't wait to play. Because 4 is the only one I haven't played much of. Mm-hmm. But we played through part 2, and it's like you have the tanker chapter before you find out you're going to be riding for the next part of the game, and then the riding chapter. It's really short. It's not, and we did the playthrough where we didn't kill anybody. Like, we tranked all the bosses and shit, and it takes longer to do that, and it still took a long fucking time. Like, or not a long time, like, it still didn't take that long compared to even part 1 or part 3. Like, well, part 3 takes a while, but yeah, and even if you're skipping cutscenes and shit, but yeah, so there's Luke's gaming corner.
What have you been streaming, though? Like, I've seen you've been streaming several different, like, the old Shinobi games and stuff, and...
I did stream because that Shinobi game was coming out, so I was like, I'll fucking do a couple Shinobi streams. I love those Genesis Shinobi games. They're fucking great. Because I was always a bit up here at our local Walmart. Forever they had a Shinobi arcade machine. For fucking ever it was in there, almost as long as that Final Fight upright was. And I love that game, just playing it, just having, and it was like, we never got a really good home console version of that, or at least, we did, but I didn't know that at that time. The Nintendo version was like very different. It sucked. I hated it. It wasn't a very good game. But then when I got the Sega Genesis, I was obsessed with trying to get Revenge of Shinobi. But again, when you live in this little rural town and no one will take you to fucking the big towns where all the games are and shit. You have to just wait until, like, that was why it was so hard for me to get cool ass shit, was because I just, whatever our local Walmart had, that our local Walmart didn't even sell like Sega Genesis shit till like 5 years after the fact. Until, like, for real, I don't think we got Sega Genesis anything in this town. Well, did you ever see a TurboGrafx anywhere? Did you see one in E-Town? No. Nope. Never. I never saw a TurboGrafx 16 in my life while the system was alive. I take that back. I saw it one time. I went up to visit some family up there close to Chi-Town, New Lenox area, and I saw one there.
Yeah.
But it's like, but a Sega Genesis was, you would think you would see more of that. But anyway, my point being, I wanted that Revenge of Shinobi really bad, and I never got a hold of it. And then when I think I bought your copy of Shinobi 3 from you, or hell, you might have just gave it to me because you were done. You weren't playing Sega anymore. Like, fuck yeah, I still got Sega. I wore that game out, man.
Yeah, that game's awesome.
It's fucking good, dude. It's the best Shinobi game on a console. Hands down. It plays a lot better than, it's kind of funny too, because one point I was making, my favorite game on the Genesis out of the Shinobi games is Shadow Dancer, because Shadow Dancer plays exactly like the arcade Shinobi does.
Okay.
Shinobi has an arcade only sequel called Shadow Dancer. Shadow Dancer got a console port that's a completely different game, but kind of the same, to the arcade version. That's still it's got a subtitle, The Secret of Shinobi. I literally watched a Matt McMuscles video that literally was just talking about all this shit too, so it's kind of fresh in my mind. But the arcade Shinobi and the arcade Shadow Dancer play different, whereas you have to find so many hostages or so many bombs before you can exit a level, and you have one-hit KOs. So it's almost like Sega's version of Rolling Thunder. Remember Rolling Thunder as a Namco arcade game? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's basically what Shinobi was stealing from. It's just you're a goddamn ninja now. Because Rolling Thunder was the same gameplay, basically. I don't think you had to have an objective, but you went indoors and got power-ups, and you had the different levels, one-hit KOs, and then Shadow Dancer was the same way. Well, Shadow Dancer came out in between Revenge of Shinobi and Shinobi 3. So it is the only game on the Genesis that plays like the arcade versions. Same thing, one-hit KO. You have to find hostages or whatever. Because Revenge of Shinobi, you have a life meter, and you have that rainbow shuriken throw, and you can block. You can like literally block enemy projectiles, and that's how Shinobi 3 plays. So you have all these different Shinobi games that play differently from one another, and that's why it's funny. Matt McMuscles brings that point up too. There's only one game in the United States that has Shinobi 2 in the name, and it's a Game Gear game that has nothing to do with the other Shinobi games. I thought that was funny. So, but yeah. And then what else did I streamed that, and I played through Final Fight. I played through a couple of Final Fight games. I played the custom fan game of Streets of Rage. It's called Streets of Rage Remake.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that.
That was a fucking fun stream. We had a blast that night. God damn. That fucking Ash special attack. Jesus Christ. I was fucking crying when that was at the end of when I beat. Yeah, because I got that working. I was like, oh, try. Because I pressed the police button where the police car comes and blows everybody away. But for Ash, it's different. And you can go and watch the VODs if you want to know what the fuck I'm talking about. We're not going to get into that here. And then I think, did I stream anything else different? I don't think so. There was one day I don't think I streamed at all. I didn't stream Friday. No, I did. Did I? Yeah, I think I did. I can't fucking remember. The days all run together. We're coming by when I was doing like the evenings are coming by still.
Oh, that's cool.
And I had a guy raid me a couple nights ago. So yeah, I mean, but I need to find something juicy there to stream one day. I do need to do another series where like I'm thinking about maybe doing Metroid or something, but I also I know a lot of people enjoyed watching the Donkey Kong one because I didn't play a lot of Donkey Kong Country, so it was a whole new thing for me. I kind of want to try to find that again with something, but it's got to be, it's got to be something I want to play that I haven't played yet. And it's like I was thinking about like the Star Fox games. And then I was fucking with Star Fox. I was like, man, I'm not going to have any fun playing this shit on stream. Like, just because it's, it moves at like 20 frames a second. It's not about how it looks. It's frame rate's everything for me nowadays, bro. Like, if it's not moving, I almost can't even do 30 frames anymore. It's just kind of like almost just too jerky. So that's whatever. Yeah, I mean, everyone's like, wow, cutting edge graphics. It's like, the explosions are just like 4 polygons. That shit was state of the art, but it's the same reason I can't play GoldenEye anymore. Everyone's like, let's fucking play GoldenEye. You pull out the dusty N6 that happened. I don't know how many times I've been at several people's houses. I gotta fucking this. Oh yeah, let's play GoldenEye, and we play. You play about 3 rounds, and everyone's fucking done. You know what I mean? Because A, it's not that fun. B, you're looking at a screen this big. C, everyone's screen peaks, so there's no real competition, and then it's just kind of, it's not the same.
Yeah,
Nostalgia's always there.